You slip into Jupiter's dominion, and the sunlight turns thin and sick, like it's been filtered through bruised glass. Ahead, Europa hangs in the dark as a pale sapphire jewel, smooth enough to look innocent. From far away, it seems peaceful, almost perfect. A frozen moon that should be silent and finished. But the closer you drift, the surface stops looking like ice and starts looking like skin. Scarred, split, repaired. This is Europa, the icy shell hiding an alien ocean. To the casual observer, Europa is just a bright dot beside Jupiter, an ornament in a violent neighborhood. From Earth, it looks clean and calm, a simple sphere of frost. But up close, the shell is laced with long fractures and rust-colored veins, cracks that run for hundreds of kilometers, like wounds that never fully close. The surface isn't a lid that rests quietly. It is a ceiling under stress, always threatening to fail. Imagine you step onto that ice. It would not crunch like snow. It would feel like rock, rigid and brittle at around minus 160 degrees Celsius near the equator. Above you, the sky is black, but Jupiter fills it like an enormous, unblinking eye. And you are standing inside a storm you cannot see. Radiation lashes this moon because Jupiter's magnetosphere is a roaring engine of charged particles. You would feel exposed, even sealed in layers. Europa would keep staring. We thought ice meant stillness, but Europa is being kneaded alive by gravity. Jupiter pulls on it, then releases it, then pulls again, a tidal torture that never ends. That flexing generates heat inside the moon. Not warmth you can enjoy, but friction like bone grinding in a joint. Physics demands a small world should freeze solid over time, but here the rules are forced to obey the giant nearby. That is why the cracks matter. Europa's surface has chaos terrain, regions where the ice looks broken into plates, rotated, jumbled, then refrozen in place, like the floor gave way and tried to pretend it didn't. Long bands slice across the globe where the shell split and something rewrote the scar. The face is strangely young and smooth for its age, as if it keeps renewing itself by breaking. But renewal is not gentleness. It is pressure finding an exit. Beneath that shell, evidence points to a global ocean, salty, dark, and enormous. The ice above may be many kilometers thick, and in places it might be tens of kilometers, a barrier heavy enough to crush hope into patience. This is the cruel contradiction. The ocean can exist, but access may be rare, brief, and violent. A sealed ocean is not a friendly aquarium. It is an isolated abyss that has had billions of years to become something you wouldn't recognize. Imagine the world under the ice. No sunlight, no horizon. Only black water under monstrous pressure. And above it, a ceiling that groans as it shifts. If the shell convects, warm ice rising and cold ice sinking, it can move like slow breathing you cannot see, clenches. And yet it sometimes seems to clenches. And yet it sometimes seems to exhale. In 2012, observations were interpreted as water vapor plumes rising from the surface, a brief breath thrown into vacuum. Later, Scientists suggested a 1997 Galileo flyby may have passed through a plume without realizing it, skimming close while Europa whispered. But that is the horror of this moon's signals. They appear, vanish, and leave you arguing with shadows. Physics demands clarity. Europa offers hints like traps. Humanity has only grazed this place, and each visit feels like theft. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 flashed through Jupiter's system in 1979, bringing back images that made Europa's scars impossible to ignore. Galileo orbited Jupiter from 1995 to 2003, passing Europa repeatedly and detecting clues that fit a conductive, salty ocean beneath the ice. But the radiation is a butcher. Machines don't linger here without paying. Every close pass is time borrowed from a hostile sky. Juno made a close Europa flyby in 2022, grabbing sharper views and fresh measurements as it swept past and escaped again. And now, Europa Clipper, launched in 2024, is built to return with dozens of flybys, mapping the shell, sampling the thin traces of atmosphere, hunting for places where the ocean presses close to the surface. But even that mission will not land. Not yet. The door remains shut, and the locked room remains unexplored. Go deeper in your mind, below the last brittle layer of frozen daylight. Pressure climbs until the ice behaves less like stone and more like slow, deforming glass. Beneath it, water dominates, and the ocean becomes a planetary organ, carrying heat, salts, and chemical gradients through eternal night. At the seafloor, if rock meets water and heat still rises, hydrothermal vents could exist, building energy in darkness. The way Earth's deep oceans do. Frozen outside, potentially active inside. Silent above, possibly alive below. Now the final contradiction. If you ever reached that ocean, you would bring light and heat into a world that has never needed either. The tunnel behind you would try to refreeze, sealing you into a shaft of your own making. Water could surge upward, then lock into ice, turning your route into a tomb. You would be trapped between a lethal surface and an alien sea that does not care about you. Europa would simply close and keep turning. So you pull back and watch Europa shrink beside Jupiter's storming face. From far away, it returns to looking peaceful, a perfect little jewel in the black. But you know what the shell is doing. Cracking, grinding, healing, cracking again. We are dust, staring at a locked door in the cold, trying to guess what's breathing behind it. And in cosmic time, Europa does not have to hurry. It can keep its ocean forever and let our curiosity starve outside.